Blessed be and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about healing with crystals, but before I dive into the topic, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. I do have to put a disclaimer in here. I am not a medical professional and I can't give you medical advice. If you are suffering from any ailment or disease, do seek out a qualified professional. This video is purely for educational purposes. So when it comes to crystals, we have to understand that they work on an energetic base, that we are energetic beings, and that we're trying to align our energy with the energy of the crystal. When it comes to the healing, we are the healers. We are the ones healing ourselves and accepting the healing energy coming from the crystal or from the Reiki or from wherever it is we may be receiving that healing from. From an energetic point of view, when it comes to healing, I think most energy healers are of the belief that our thoughts and our emotions affect our physical body, and a lot of the conditions that we have are caused by our emotions, past life traumas, in this life traumas, childhood traumas, and affecting the body, things we've inherited traumatically from our families, from past lives, affecting our energy field. And if you're interested in finding out how your thoughts and emotions can affect your cells, then have a look at Bruce Lipton's The Biology of Belief. It is a really good book in showing you how it works, things work epigenetically, and how the environment, not just the physical environment, but also the mental, emotional environment, can upregulate and downregulate your DNA. And it's pretty amazing. And when you've read that book, you'll understand a lot more about how to heal yourself and work towards healing yourself. I like to work with crystals in conjunction with other forms of healing, and I do advise that you do that. Crystal healing can take a while to work because it's working on that energetic level. So it really just depends on what your condition is and what you're wanting to heal as to how long it's going to take. And of course it depends on you as well as to how open to receiving the healing that you are. So you need to have an understanding of what crystals work with what energies. And one of the easiest ways to begin is to look at the chakras and match the crystals to the chakras. So if you're working with the throat chakra, for example, you'd be working with crystals that tend towards being in that sort of blue realm or the blue-green, like the turquoisey realm. It just depends on whether you're working on the lungs or whether you're working on the throat. Lungs respond really well to the turquoise because they're kind of in between the heart chakra and the throat chakra. If you're working with the throat, so say you're working on laryngitis or tonsillitis, you can work with blue crystals that work with the throat chakra. So that's an easy way to look at it. Match the colors up with the chakras if you're wanting to do it an easier way. Otherwise, you can buy some books on crystals and their properties in regards to healing so that you can align your crystal up with the ailment that you're wanting to heal or that part of your body that you're wanting to heal. This is a good book here. It's called The Crystal Bible by Judy. And there's a lot of the very common crystals in the first book. Her second book's got more uncommon crystals in it. And she does talk about healing and what some of the healing properties are with the various crystals. This book here, Crystal Power, Crystal Healing, the Complete Handbook by Michael Gienger. Really great book to help you understand the healing properties of the crystals from a very energetic point of view. It's a pretty intense book at the beginning. It really goes into a lot of detail about the structure of crystals, the different types of structures and how they relate to the different energies. I have met Michael and he is a crystal healer. He works with crystal elixirs and does a lot of healing, has a lot of experience working with crystal energy from a homeopathic point of view. Do your research, look at what the different crystals do. You can then decide what crystal you're going to go with and then how you're going to use it. There's different forms, of course, that crystals come in. So you've got crystal balls like this blue calcite. You've got single points like this rose quartz here. They can come in pencil form like this selenite pencil. They can come in wands. I have done a video on using a crystal wand for healing. All different shapes. There's eggs, there's all sorts of different shapes, and I haven't got them all here today. So once you've decided on the shape, and a lot of these books will show you the best way to go with shapes. Personally, I like to work with balls. Tumble stones if I'm actually placing them on the body, and also points, or single points particularly as well. So one of the things you also need to take into consideration when you're looking at that energetic aspect to healing is that your emotions and your thoughts really do influence your body and really do have an effect on your physical ailments. So if you can do the work on your emotional body, that will go a long way to helping you with your physical body. There's other books that you can buy that can help you link different ailments to different psychological traumas. And one of those books is the Biogenealogy Sourcebook, Healing the Body by Resolving Traumas of the Past. And this book is by Christian Fleche, and it's a really good book too. There's other books out there on biogenealogy, which go into what type of traumas you may have experienced either in this life or in past lives that may be contributing to ailments that you're experiencing. Again, the more that you know about the energy behind what you may be experiencing, the better it is for you. So then you know what crystals may be better for you, and also maybe what other work you may need to be doing alongside of the crystal healing to help you deal with that emotional aspect, whether that's EFT or hypnotherapy or some other form of approach. The crystals can also bring out some of the emotional trauma that you may be experiencing if it is the major cause of what you've got. So don't be surprised if you go on a healing curve when you're working with crystal healing. Healing curves can make you feel really run down. They can make you feel worse. They can make you go into sometimes all sorts of psychological experiences. So understand that just because it's natural doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that is necessarily going to always be pleasant. And that's the honest truth about a lot of healing on an energetic level. So sometimes crystals can bring out the emotions that may be underlying the issue in order for you to be able to heal those emotions. So I'm going to give you an example of how I would use a crystal ball for healing. I in the past have suffered often with tonsillitis, and the reason that I struggled with tonsillitis is because my past has been one where I've had a lot of social anxiety and shyness, and so being able to express myself, to be able to speak my truth, to be able to speak up, to be able to be creative and express myself creatively has always been something that's been really important to me, but also where I have felt blocked. So if I'm ever in a situation where I'm frustrated or angry and I feel like I can't either be creative or I can't express myself, often my tonsils will flare up. So the first thing I do is get antibiotics. The second thing I do is do tapping, EFT tapping, to work on the psychological cause, which is generally for me anger. And then I would work with a soft blue or pale blue crystal such as this blue calcite here. And the reason I work with the light blue is because for me the anger is very fiery and I need to be watered down and cooled down by the blue. So the blue corresponds with the throat chakra, but it also corresponds to water and just calming that element of fire down. So the way that I would do that is, being a ball, it's going to have a lot of energy all around it. And so by placing it in the palm of my hand, I hold it in the palm of my hand and I meditate with it and I breathe it in. I breathe the energy in, breathing it in through the pores of my skin. So I just imagine that the energy that's around this ball is actually being absorbed in the pores of my skin, and that it's going to the throat chakra area. And I might sit with that ball for about 10 minutes. You could sit with it for about half an hour if you want to. Just tuning into the energy and breathing that energy in. You can do the same with a tumbled stone or a flat piece of stone where you can actually put it on the throat area if you want to do it that way. And then just imagine you're breathing in that energy through the pores of your skin in that area, going into that chakra. Another way you can work is with a point. So with the rose quartz, a really good way to work with healing anything to do with the heart chakra area. A lot of reasons why we might experience things in the heart chakra area can be to do with grief, with loss, with sadness. If you feel that you're unable to be who you are in the world, if you're feeling rejected, or if you're feeling a sense of loss and grief, that can manifest as having problems with anywhere in that part of the body. Working with the rose quartz or even with a green crystal, it depends on what energy you really feel you need, can be really, really healing because you're bringing in that love into that heart chakra, which is what it's really looking for. And when I'm working with a point, I would simply hold the crystal, point the point towards that part of the body that you're wanting the energy to go to, or the chakra that you're wanting the energy to go to. And again, just allowing yourself to just gently breathe in that energy and then just allowing it to concentrate in that area. So it's like the pores of your skin are breathing in the energy that's coming from the tip of the point of the crystal. There's also going to be energy coming from around the crystal as well, but with a point it's more directed in one direction. There's a lot to healing with crystals. This is just basically a really general overview. So do read up on the individual crystals, do read up on epigenetics and energy medicine so that you can get an understanding of how everything works together. If you do want to start your witchcraft practice but you don't know where to begin, have a look at my free video, How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. It's about 20-25 minutes long. The link is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.